How great is our God. One of the songs I was listening to on the walk to work this morning, Chris Tomlin sings that song, and he made a video. It's called the World Edition, and I'll post a link to that below this video a bit later, in which he brings international voices to that song. And what a slice of a picture of our future in glory, with every tongue, tribe, and nation singing praise to God. But as I was listening to that song, I was just enjoying how gifted God had, the giftedness that God had granted Chris Tomlin in his musical ability, and what an incredible blessing to the church that is. And the musical gifts and the teaching gifts and so many others are so easily recognized, and it's good to appreciate them. But the Apostle Paul wrote about those unseen gifts in the church, those different ministries in the church that are necessary for the church to work together as a body. And he used an analogy of the body, and he talked about those parts of the body that aren't seen, but without them life doesn't go on, and how vital they were. And Paul used lots of analogies for the church, and I have to wonder if he lived today, if he wouldn't have used a baseball team for an analogy for the church. Standing here on the pitcher's mound, looking back at home plate, and that's generally our focus for baseball, the pitcher and the batter. And but yet, for a baseball game to happen, you've got scorekeepers and people who bring the equipment to the field, and so many other things that go on. And you have the people who mow the lawn and make sure that the field is playable. Those people are never seen, but without them, the baseball game doesn't happen. And so the church is very much like that. Without those unseen gifted people, without those unseen gifts, a lot of the work that the church is to do goes undone. And this morning, as I was reflecting on giftedness, I can't help but celebrate two ladies in my own church. Some of you will recognize them from their description. One of them, for decades, has been on and off housebound by pain, both in migraines and physical body pain. And her giftedness is to pray for each and every member, each and every attender of our church every day. And I know that I am prayed for each and every day because of the giftedness and the ministry of that woman. And every day she goes through our church directory lifting up me to God, and that is her giftedness. The other one, wonderful, wonderful woman, wheelchair bound. Again, much physical pain, difficulty in communicating. When you speak to her, you have to lean in to hear what she is saying. But if you are ever feeling sorry for yourself, if you are ever feeling like life has given you a difficult time, spend 10 minutes with this woman, and you will be encouraged in what a glorious and great God we know. Her gift is encouragement, and she points people to the glory of God despite the most difficult of circumstances. Brothers and sisters, celebrate all the gifts today. Use your gift in the church. Celebrate together this incredible thing that God has brought together, His church, as we move forward and look forward to the day of His glorious appearing.